Commodores offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team. Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Pass complete. It's second down now. And now the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Snags the quick throw. Tackled at the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
And the Commodores are looking to keep this drive going. Looking to throw it from the red zone. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
The back's got it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Out of the gun now on third down. It's a quick grab. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. Kick is good. It gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41. A new set of downs after that completion.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Quarterback keeps the football. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Can he make it to the marker? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
They'll run it here. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He's found some room at the 45. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. Well, Kirk, it's Vanderbilt on top right now. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit. Second down after that short completion. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
It's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
Important third down play coming up after that completion. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looks left and finds his target there. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
They're going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense looking to keep this drive going into the red zone. It's third down and short. Try and muscle for the first down. Commodores pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs.
They get just enough for the first down here. Nice job by the offensive line, controlling the line of scrimmage and giving the back a chance to pick up the first down.
Now play number 9 on this drive. First down, looking to throw the football. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
This defense is so caught up in defending this pass game. I think here they just completely forgot about this guy's ability to run the football. Good, solid gain, and he gets out of bounds.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And here's the handoff. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set him now with a first and goal.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
And the Commodores come to the line with first and goal. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. He's got it near the end zone. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. Second and goal for the offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Defense held him to 3 in the first drive. Can they force another field goal attempt here? Third down. He's got it right near the end zone. And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line. So on fourth down now, out comes the field goal unit. So a short attempt, but from the right hash, it's a bit of a tricky angle. And the field goal is good.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last drive stalled. They'll be forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. The defense drops him for a loss. They went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's escaping the pocket now. Gets some space around the 30. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the second and third option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Chris, I know we think about LSU. We go back to 2019. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. A dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
Now it's second down here. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun, drops back. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, LSU. Made the defense look slow that time.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Vanderbilt's offense heads back out onto the field now. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
And the ball is hauled in. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Makes a quick grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Back to throw again. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. It is first and goal, a great chance to claim the lead before the break here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And he scores. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. The empty backfield now as they go for 2. And he'll set up to throw. And the pass is incomplete.
A great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the 2-point try.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fields it just outside the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. And he's got his man open downfield. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
That's a good job here staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Sophomore trying to make a play but put too much on the throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And now they'll just clock it. Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. The pocket breaking down. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Drops back looking to throw for it on third down. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down. So they elect to send out the field goal unit, trying to add 3 points to their total before the end of the half. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. First half clock with just 7 seconds remaining for this first half play. And the quarterback dropping back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. This will likely be the last play of the half. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Oh, the deep ball caught at the 25. They're barely able to stop him after a huge gain. They saved a touchdown in that final tackle as time runs out in the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, for many, this is the best conference in all of football, and the first half of this SEC championship was filled with excitement and incredible pageantry. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the much-anticipated conclusion of the SEC championship.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. So the Vanderbilt offense heads back out onto the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Here's a target, and it's complete. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. It was a 1st and 10 play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Finds his target. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Eludes the rush. Breaks free. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. It's 3rd down for the offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And he's tackled just short of that 1st down marker. Good job by the defense. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. He's got it. Enough for a first down. Now moves the ball to the 35. Another first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. It's complete.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
That completion sets up a second down play. And there's the handoff. The Commodores look to keep this drive moving.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Makes a quick catch.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Receiver makes the grab, and he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Here's the target, and it's complete. And he's tackled after the catch.
Well, that time they're able to work the slot across the field on the drag. Precise route and a good throw.
So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. On third down, he drops to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. No problem. Knocks it right through.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Returner trying to create good field position. Coverage team brings down the returner. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. After a field goal the last time out, we'll see what they can get here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Play action fake, looking to throw. And he finds his tight end for the catch. So let's see what they like here on third and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Bringing pressure. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Now the defense goes with that nickel, gives him more speed on the field, and I think they did a nice job of taking every option this quarterback had, nowhere to go with the football, and eventually they get the sack.
Defensive coordinator's got to be pleased. That's a third down sack. He'll field it close to midfield. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. So here comes the Vandy offense back on the field now. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And the pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Important second down play coming up. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Looks over the middle, and that's complete.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws, but those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Not able to connect, incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Well, LSU for years has played a one-gap defense that loves to pin their ears and get upfield. It's a risky defense, and it requires great athleticism on the defensive line, something that they've had forever. Great sack here to keep that tradition alive. But you think back over the years, Booger McFarland and Marcus Spears and Glenn Dorsey and off the edge, Kiki Mingo. Just so many great LSU defensive linemen that can get after that quarterback.
We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Leading here in the fourth quarter, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to stretch the lead and keep possession. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Caught quickly. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. Quarterback drops back. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Looking to pass here on second down. Caught near the goal line. Defense makes the saving tackle at the 3. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he scores! Touchdown, Commodores! How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
And they'll set up for the PAT. Extra point up and good, so the lead is 12 here in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And tackled after a small pickup there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Looking for the wideout. Oh, it's incomplete. A rare drop from an excellent wide receiver. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
And here comes the punter onto the field.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looks like he's going to run it. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Snags the quick throw. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
It's a quick grab. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another 1st down.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to 3rd down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a 1st down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw, and he dumps it off to the tight end. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
3rd down play for this offense. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Makes a quick grab. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
And the Commodores pick up enough yardage to get a 1st down. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. What a chance for an interception there. Instead brings up 2nd down. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Looking to chuck it again. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Slide 22.
Can he get there on the ground? And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Well, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. It's a second and goal play for the offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's down at the 3-yard line.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
He's running a touchdown, Vanderbilt. This offense cannot be stopped. That's why he's a dangerous scrambler. The quarterback says, I'm just going to end this scoring drive right here. I'll do it myself.
Yeah, and everybody's covered downfield. The defense has done a pretty good job of containing the offense. The problem is this guy's creativity. I don't know, maybe put a spy, a linebacker on him to try to mirror him when he takes off the scramble.
Now the try for 2. And he drops back in the gun. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And tackled there by the defense. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
Pressure is coming. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Slides to avoid the big hit. Offense right to the line, playing the tempo now. Second down, we're going to throw it. Trying to extend the play. Slides down to avoid the tackle. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
I really like this call by this offense on 2nd and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice 1st down.
Defense makes the stop after the completion. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Third down, out of the shotgun. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, and it's dropped by a normally very reliable receiver. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this 1st down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Short connection to the tight end here. No, they've stopped him short. The defense with a big 4th down play to protect this lead late in the game. 1st down here for this offense. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
And they get the completion. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. Here's the second down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. The receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop him, but it's a first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for the...
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much of a return, but the pick ends the scoring threat and sets the offense up at the 33.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Makes a quick catch. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Pass caught, second down now. And the offense takes timeout to stop the clock with just 11 seconds remaining. Second down after that previous play. The secondary backed up off the ball now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Touchdown, Commodores. And the defense joins the party with a pick six. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And he knocks through the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return begins inside the 10. And the returner will be brought down. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And that's it. The game will end on one last incompletion. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.